BJP Central Election Committee meeting is being held at the party headquarters in Delhi. This meet is chaired by the Prime Minister and will finalize the first list of candidates for the Lok Sabha polls. The party is expected to have specific focus on strategy for 160 seats that it lost back in 2019. And the first list of candidates is likely to feature such seats, and about 100-odd candidates could be announced, starting with the Prime Minister himself.
Now, let me tell you that I'm coming to you live from the BJP headquarters. The meeting was supposed to begin at 8:30, but BJP is a party of surprises. The PM, the HM and JP Nadda, who's the BJP president, have been having meetings at the PM's residence. This is what I've been told. The other leaders, including Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, did arrive in the BJP headquarters. There are meetings happening in the first and second floor. We come to you from the ground floor of the BJP office, and these meetings are going on. These meetings are looking at various surveys, studies that the party has done regarding the winnability of different candidates, and they are going to really close in on 2 or 3 candidates, and the Prime Minister, Home Minister and JP Nadda will finally come and sort of ratify these lists. There are a separate set of discussions that are happening in the PM's residence. What we understand is that 18 states are all set to have their final meetings, the final stamp on their candidates. The focus states, of course, are Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. Uttar Pradesh, like you know, is the political epicenter of Indian politics with 80 seats, and that's also the way to the Prime Ministership, but also Prime Minister himself is an MP from there. Other than that, West Bengal is something that we were talking about Sandesh Khali since morning. So West Bengal again is a prime focus area for the BJP. Last time the BJP won about 18 seats and it was a shock to the TMC. This time the party does expect to increase its tally. That is why these 2 states are very important, but other states are also sort of really priority areas, and the BJP is leaving no stone unturned. What we also understand is that the BJP, to put on a face of confidence and strength and preparedness, will ensure that it releases names of almost 40 to 50% of its candidates before the elections are announced. This is also, one sort of psychological attack against the opposition, which is still tottering with the seat sharing arrangements. So that is going to happen. But the states which are seeing alliances firm up, those core group meetings will be held later. Those like Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, you can see those alliances, those seat announcements come quite later in the day, is what we've been told. But a lot of action now, and the first list could be expected in the next few hours, is what we've been told.
Right. So Vasudha, you are telling us that by the end of tonight or early tomorrow morning at the most, we can expect a list of names.
Well, Tanima, the Prime Minister and Home Minister are yet to arrive at the BJP headquarters. A different set of meetings are happening there. They'll come and ratify the names, is what we've been told. But in the next 2 days is what we can expect the first list of around 100 candidates to come. Last time in 2019, 164 candidates made it to the first list, but it was announced days after, on March 21st, days after the elections were announced. So this is in some ways, a departure from the usual tradition, with the BJP putting on a face of confidence.
Now, NCP Sharad Chandra Pawar Chief Sharad Pawar has invited Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, Deputy Chief Ministers Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar to share a meal at his residence in Baramati during their visit there on 2nd of March. Shinde, along with his deputies Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar, all political rivals of Sharad Pawar, will be attending a job fair in Baramati town of Pune district. The surprise invitation to Mr. Shinde and the 2 deputies by senior Pawar comes in the backdrop of a split in the NCP, a party founded by him in 1999, and amid strained ties with his nephew Ajit Pawar, who parted ways with him and joined the Maharashtra government last year. There are also talks that Ajit Pawar is thinking of fielding a candidate for the Baramati Lok Sabha constituency, currently represented by his cousin and Sharad Pawar's daughter, Supriya Sule.
कि जो हमारे सोर्सेस बता रहे हैं, मुख्य तौर पर ये जो शरद पवार की तरफ से पत्र मीडिया में जारी किया गया, इसका साफ तौर पर जो असर दिख रहा है वो ये कि अजीत पवार की तरफ से लगातार अब उनकी जो मिसेस है सुनेत्रा पवार, उनको सुप्रिया सुले के खिलाफ बारामती से चुनाव लड़ाने की एक प्लानिंग जो है वो कहीं ना कहीं देखने को मिल रही है। और शरद पवार और उनकी बेटी सुप्रिया सुले पर एक प्रेशर जो है वो कहीं ना कहीं बढ़ाने की कोशिश की जा रही है, और उसी का असर है कि जब मुख्यमंत्री एकनाथ शिंदे और उप मुख्यमंत्री देवेंद्र फडणवीस अजीत पवार के साथ बारामती में नमो रोजगार मेला लेने के लिए वहां पर जा रहे हैं, उस दौरान शरद पवार ने उन्हें अपने घर पर खाने के लिए बुलाया है। और कहीं ना कहीं इसके पीछे राजनीति यही बताई जा रही है कि अजीत पवार पर ये दबाव बनाया जाए कि वे बारामती से अपनी पत्नी सुनेत्रा पवार को सुप्रिया सुले के खिलाफ ना उतारे। तो शरद पवार की जिस तरह की राजनीति रही है उसी तरह की इस राजनीति में झलक देखने को मिल रही है। अजीत पवार पर दबाव बनाने की कोशिश शरद पवार की इसमें ज्यादा दिखाई देती है।
The Congress seems to have quelled a coup bid in Himachal Pradesh. The Himachal cabinet has now passed a decision to install a statue of late Veerbhadra Singh on the Mall Road of Shimla. Remember, this was a bone of contention due to which Minister Vikramaditya Singh, who's the son of Veerbhadra Singh, had threatened to resign, but later on he went on to put his resignation on hold after meeting with Congress observers. There's been political turmoil in the state, with questions being raised over whether Chief Minister Sukhwinder Sukhu will be able to hold on to power after 6 Congress MLAs cross-voted in the recent Rajya Sabha elections.
जो वीरभद्र सिंह जी प्रतिमा का विषय है वो आज मुख्यमंत्री जी और हमारे प्रदेश अध्यक्ष प्रतिभा सिंह जी के में चर्चा हुई है और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि उसमें जो है दोनों के बीच में बात हुई और मुझे लगता है ये सॉर्ट आउट हो चुकी है।
News now from the national capital. He was a hero a few months ago when 41 miners were rescued in Uttarakhand thanks to the prowess of a team of rat hole miners. But today, he is homeless with his family after the DDA in Delhi demolished his home in a colony for alleged encroachment. Though Vakil Hassan claims he's been targeted and no notice was issued to him.
A hero just 3 months back, now left without a home. Vakil Hassan's home in northeast Delhi was razed by the Delhi Development Authority and he is left on the streets with his family of 4. Hassan was part of the team of rat hole miners who had worked tirelessly for 17 days to rescue the 41 workers stuck in an Uttarkashi tunnel. He claims that he was taken by surprise by the demolition.
मैम मुझे कोई नोटिस नहीं दिया गया, मैं घर पे भी नहीं था उस वक्त जिस वक्त ये लोग आए थे। एक चोरों की तरह सर मैम जैसे आता ना कि एक चोर आता और चोरी करके चला जाता है, एक चोरों की तरह ये लोग आए।
Back in November, after the Uttarkashi rescue, Vakil was getting non-stop calls from politicians, officers to local leaders for a photo shoot. Now, there is no one to respond to their call for help.
उस टाइम मेरे हस्बैंड के हाथ में एक डायरी थी, कंटिन्यू मेरे हस्बैंड का पेन चल रहा था, कंटिन्यू कभी किसी नेता का कभी किसी का, बड़े बड़े अफसरों के फोन आ रहे थे। वकील जी परसों की मीटिंग है, थोड़ा सा टाइम हमें दे दो, थोड़ा सा ये दे दो, तो फोटो शूट करवाना है, ये करवाना है, एक सम्मानित करना है, ये सब चल रहा था। रात से अभी तक किसी अफसर का फोन नहीं आया।
हमारा घर तोड़ दिया उन्होंने, अब हमारा घर बस हमें हमारा घर चाहिए और कुछ नहीं। हमने तो कुछ भी नहीं मांगा था, सिर्फ घर ही तो मांगा था अपना।
The Delhi Development Authority though said that the structures were illegal and that prior notice was given to the residents. They claimed that they were unaware that Vakil Hassan lived there and claimed they had offered alternate measures to the family, which they refused.
Now, Vakil Hassan's family claims that they feel that they have been targeted in this demolition drive that was carried out by DDA, and their only demand now to the authorities is that they want their house back. While refuting to all of these claims, the DDA has said that nobody was targeted in this demolition drive. In fact, it was carried out as a routine activity of DDA as per the recent court orders. But DDA has also said that keeping in mind Vakil Hassan's contribution in the rescue operation at Uttarkashi tunnel, DDA had earlier also extended a hand of support to the family and will continue to do so. Now, this is Ishika Verma with PJ Prem Singh reporting for NDTV.
Right now, a week after being defeated in the Legislative Council last week, the Karnataka Hindu Religious Institutions and Charitable Endowments Amendment Bill has been reintroduced in the Karnataka Assembly before the session ends. The contentious bill that sought to collect funds from temples with over 1 crore income will now be, in case it passes the assembly test, of course, will be sent to the governor for his assent. Let me go across to my colleague Pratibha for more on this. Pratibha, so the government seems to be pushing through with its agenda despite the fact that just a few days ago this bill was blocked in the upper house of the assembly because over there Congress is not in majority, so to speak. The BJP and JDS MLAs actually ensured that the bill doesn't go through, but still Siddaramaiah government seems to be pushing through with this bill.
That's right. Like you pointed out, it was defeated last week at the upper house with the BJP JDS combined that accounted for at least 42 seats in the 75-member Legislative Council. And the reason why this was extremely contentious because the BJP as well as the JDS were of the opinion that this bill is one, anti-Hindu, and number two, they also claim that the Congress is trying to divert funds from the temples and using it to fill their empty coffers. These were some of the statements and reactions that we had received from the BJP as well as the JDS last week. And despite it being defeated in the Legislative Council, the Congress government has gone forward with pushing the bill on the last day of the Assembly session. Now what happens now will be all eyes will be on the governor awaiting his assent. And the main reason or the structure of the bill suggests that this would rejig the existing matrix to collect more taxes from state-owned temples. Now, temples with a revenue of more than 1 crore rupees would be taxed around 10%, and below that would be taxed around 5%. And the previous one had around 10 lakh rupees as the revenue that was earned by the temples. This was already in place, and it was just the structure that was changed. And this is the defense statement that is being provided by the Congress government.
Pratibha, thank you so much for joining us. We'll of course keep a lookout on the reactions which come in on the latest move by Siddaramaiah government. Staying with news from Karnataka, and the much-awaited Socio-Economic and Education Survey report or the Caste Survey report was submitted to Chief Minister Siddaramaiah by Chairman of the Karnataka State Commission for Backward Classes. The report comes amid objections to its findings by certain sections of society like the powerful Lingayats and Vocaligas, and even within the ruling Congress.
Finally, after 7 years in waiting, the 2017 Socio-Economic Survey report of the Karnataka government was submitted to CM Siddaramaiah by the chairman of the OBC Commission, Jayaprakash Hegde, on the last day of his tenure. The findings could challenge the dominance of the Lingayat sect and OBC Vocaliga communities as the largest voting blocs in the state, and hence the report has faced stiff opposition. So today you have submitted the report.
Yeah, submitted the report.
Yeah. Do you expect it to be implemented anytime soon?
He said he'll keep it in the next cabinet.
A backlash from the Lingayat and Vocaliga groups, which have claimed the report as unscientific, makes publishing the caste data fraught with risk. Even the state Congress president and Deputy CM D.K. Shivkumar, who belongs to the Vocaliga caste, had expressed his opposition, and the BJP, dominated by Lingayat leaders, is on the same page.
ये साइंटिफिकली सर्वे नहीं हुआ है. इससे कई लिंगायत वकलिगा बहुत कम्युनिटी को इससे बहुत बड़ा धक्का पहुंचने वाला है. हम विरोध करेंगे. हम कांग्रेस सरकार को हमने मांग करेंगे. फिर एक बार कर्नाटक में पूरे गांव-गांव में घर-घर को जाके सर्वे करो. कोई सर्वे आने दीजिए. हम उसको मानने के लिए हम तैयार हैं.
I have no comments to make either on the report or on the comments made by our colleagues. Depends on whether we accept it, whether we don't accept it. Accept the report. No, we may receive it. We may take some time to study it. Anything may happen.
During the survey, 54 questions were asked. 5 crore 90 lakh people covered, 1 crore 30 lakh families surveyed. 169 crore rupees spent by the government on this project. The survey report was ordered by the then CM Siddaramaiah in 2014. Though the report was ready in 2017, it was not accepted due to technical glitches. Successive CMs delayed accepting it. The caste census is a delicate and tricky issue. With the Vocaligas and Lingayats raising a banner of revolt, will the Congress be willing to take that risk in publishing the report ahead of the Lok Sabha election? With camera person Kumar, Pratibha Raman in Bengaluru for NDTV.
We'll head into a short break at this point. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Now, the Punjab and Haryana High Court has raised questions over repeated paroles granted to Dera Sacha Sauda chief Gurmeet Ram Rahim, a rape convict who's supposed to be serving 20 years in prison. The rape convict was given a 50-day parole back in January, and it was his 7th parole in almost 10 months and 9th in the last 4 years. The High Court has directed the Haryana government to ensure the surrender of Ram Rahim on March 10th, the day his parole is supposed to end, and has ordered the state government to request the court's permission before granting parole to Ram Rahim the next time. Now, a shocking story from Uttar Pradesh. Is it a murder or suicide? 2 minor girls, both cousins, are found hanging in UP's Kanpur. The family alleges that they were gang raped by men at a brick kiln where they worked. 3 men have been arrested as the post-mortem report is awaited.
2 children aged 14 and 16 were found hanging from a tree here in UP's Kanpur. No one knows yet if it was death by suicide or murder. No note has been found. According to the family, the girls were raped by the son and nephew of the owner of a brick kiln, where the victims and their family worked. The family says the girls were raped, filmed and then blackmailed. When they tried to speak to the brick kiln owner, he allegedly beat them up. The girls' father says they could not bear the humiliation.
तो फिर हम आए गांव से जैसा तैसा समझा के बच्चों को हमको खाना बनाया, खाना खिलाया, बैठा दिया भाई को, हमको खाना खाने लगे हम, हमारी बच्ची निकल गई, उन्होंने जाके हमारे सरबिंदा की फांसी लगा लिया.
The police have registered a case of gang rape and abetment to suicide and another case under POCSO, and 3 accused have been arrested.
जिन्होंने जिन लोगों पर आरोप लगाया है उसमें तत्काल 3 अभियुक्तों की गिरफ्तारी कर ली गई है, जो वही भट्टे के ठेकेदार थे और इनके डिस्टेंट रिलेटिव लगते हैं. इनके द्वारा ये बताया गया कि बच्चियों के साथ मारपीट की गई, उनकी कुछ वीडियोस बनाई गई थी और उसके आधार पर सेक्सुअल असॉल्ट किया गया था.
While the police is investigating, the incident has left the people in the area in shock. With Tanishq Punjabi, Bureau Report, NDTV.